I'm just gonna do this before I
Also,
forget. We will be here eventually.
Let me
well,
fix you.
J-Mac, you were saying
You're here.
earlier that you could basically just put Alana down anywhere. Is that still the case?
Yes, so what I'm going to do, well, I guess you can also do it now. The three companions you have who weren't taking part in combat, one being Alana and the other two being Alazlo and Lilian, whoever they are attached to can decide to drop them, or in the case of Alana, you can decide to be wherever, because you've kind of had enough time to maneuver yourself in this combat.
I will state for your reference for when you're deciding this, the mobs down the bottom and the left side, they only turned up in the last round. Up until then, it was just the big guy we've been fighting.
As it turns out, we need someone to clean up ads.
Oh, I should also note, Rose, Alana has a special action in this combat should you wish to take it. Alana has the action Destroy Tome. Should you be next to it, you can spend a full round action to destroy it. I noted this for others, but I'll say it for you as well. Marie has a different sort of action where each turn she can attempt to cleanse the book instead.
I'll let Marie try and do that instead for now. I'll
And
move
if
myself
it comes down to it, you
over
can
here.
certainly do it.
Because presumably these are just gonna move up. And then I'm here.
So we'll do things how we do things best. I'll handle the giant monsters, you'll handle all the mooks.
Yes.
To that point,
mooks won't be able to hit Alana, ever.
We'll see. But I'm torn. You can also decide to deploy Lilian wherever, as the stakes have been raised and everyone is entering combat properly.
Was a torn.
Huh?
You've got Prism Melody here with a glaive, right?
Yes.
Right.
She also has her bow.
Okay with her not being able to use these squares?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, all I want is that monster in the pond. Preferably still alive, because whatever is inside it ain't out yet.
Good luck.
Look, getting that thing in the pond is not going to be easy.
No, it's not going to be easy.
A large person would be appreciated.
Companions will essentially act on their own prerogative unless you call out something for them to do, in which case they'll more than likely consider it.
Well, I don't know Lillian's spell list, so it's not like I can ask for something specific.
She doesn't actually have too many great spells for combat currently. She mostly relies on her kineticist blast.
What element of blast was she?
She was air. So she bops. I'll just roll it for you so you can see.
Alright, Darky, how important is it that you get your enlarged person?
I mean, an enlarged person effectively, if I do end up trying to bull rush this thing, would effectively be a +3 bonus. So it's pretty significant. Be 15% more chance.
So I don't have it prepared, but I do have hero points.
What spell are you thinking about?
Enlarged person.
Because Lilian actually might be able to help you with that.
Well, Lilian, we know one of your rounds is going to be spent casting.
Well, it's not that she has enlarged person, but one of her unique items. Let me just fucking. So essentially, if you use a spell and it fails to have an effect, for instance, a concentration check was failed, a save was passed, she can use her rewind ability to essentially regain the spell. But in this case, she can also allow you to re-prepare one of your spell slots.
Alright.
We could work with this. Freaking chronomancers.
Yeah, really.
Time magic. Also, yes, if you wanted time to talk, that's also something she could spend her turn giving you. Or essentially, I would start probably like a 5 or 10 minute timer, depending on what she spends, and you can discuss shit that has happened between yourselves.
Order time. Time stop.
It's probably more like she speeds up the time that her wind is going around, because she is kind of a communications expert, and as her kind of like ability she gives to people.
We all just turn into chipmunks as we start squeaking really quickly at each other.
Lilian isn't entirely powerful, but she has a lot of utility that she can offer people between giving people, oh, actually, that reminds me. Alana, your initiative's boosted by 4.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
She has like fucking 5 temporal pool, might as well spend some of it.
Wait, did I use ear piercing scream last game?
You did.
I did? Okay.
I remember that because you didn't went, oh yeah, it's big, it has con. Oh yeah, you also dealt 1 damage.
Right.
Yeah, we were both pretty useless.
You're definitely not useless. You did a decent amount of damage, Tinder.
It, like, made every one of its saves.
Yeah, but then you hit it with like fucking. No, it didn't make every one of its saves, because I remember you did 15 damage with Electric Thundercloud, you did a bunch of damage with Electric Ball, then for every one of those that hit, the Spark Furies did damage.
I've got to ask J-Mac. Oh, is that Curiosity's token?
Yeah.
Right, I was wondering what the strange mysterious hand was that was so far
Hey.
away from everything else.
We just moved it so it wasn't,
We know what her name is. It's June.
Oh, why did that not change?
I mean...
I thought Tinder was just being handist.
But no, it's just moving it somewhere, where it wouldn't be mistaken as being in the fight, but being available should Big B need it. So into the wall it went.
I'ma blow it up.
No. Curiosity or June isn't actually there. It's just the token is there.
I'ma blow it
Imagine
up.
June's actually around Silas's
connect
neck.
to Silas at the moment.
Yeah, I'll blow him up as well.
Why are you like this?
Why not? Damn, this is a long range spell. I didn't even realise that. I get to skip like a third of my plan.
It'd be like that sometimes. Sometimes you look at a spin, you're like, this is close ranged, right? And it's like, nope, it's long.
Yeah.
Spike growth. On the sideline. Okay,
Yeah.
start in a minute.
Don't suppose you have any idea how long he'll be, Big B?
Blue. Don't know where he went.
Where did he go? Oh, okay. If you knew where he went, I could give it to you. If he
God
was
damn it,
stupid and
Tommy.
went to Culver's, it could be like another half hour.
I really
The
hope
thing is, he
didn't.
left at like 12.
Where did he go?
Wait,
I
you
don't know.
leave, like,
Perhaps Janesville? He might have gone to like Potbellies or something.
Why would he? Why?
Because he left at 12 and he could get to Janesville and back in by 12. Or by
Yeah,
1.
but he's not taking into account for traffic or waiting
Yeah,
time.
That sounds like Tommy.
wait, he left like an hour ago?
I'm gonna go look and see if he's in the house somewhere and he's just like accidentally passed out somewhere.
Fair.
That's valid.
Yeah.
Like, I can
One
understand
sec.
if you like left like an hour and a bit ago and was like, I can make time, because I can at least understand that. An hour is a significant, I guess, I don't know. America's too big.
No,
It's
it's still
smaller.
significant.
I guess, does anyone have any last questions before we tentatively go?
Yeah.
Where are we going to put Laszlo and Lillian?
Good question. Sadly, isn't back in time, I'll just direct Laz. But they can pretty much be dropped anywhere. I don't know if you have a preference, Torn, for Lillian. Most of her shit is pretty close ranged / Buffy.
Straight in the water. Whoosh.
Standing on top of the book. The literal most dangerous place there is.
And ironically, she does have levitate prepared. She could get there.
No, she's kind of close range Buffy, probably around where Ippos is. That would make the most sense for where she would have been in combat before the
Is she asleep and leveling up?
No, this ZZZ token was to be like, okay, we're not ready yet. And the armor up thing is her the windy thing. She has basically a mischance
Right.
against her for ranged attacks.
And is the rock got sticky feet?
Oh, the rock? Oh. Oh, no, it's entangled, because Big B entangled it.
Okay then.
So,
Welcome back.
yes, he was. It was napping, not yeah.
Oh.
Ah,
No wonder then.
sideline.
I mean, at least
Hey,
he's
what?
not somewhere we don't know,
Yeah.
He fell asleep.
apparently. He'd be snoozing.
Huh? Did you wake him up at least?
Big
made
B, do
wake
me a
up noises,
favor
so-
and slap him. Tell him it was from Jesse.
Oh.
Don't do that.
No, do it. Wake his ass up.
Well, he just posted something.
He's away. Fine.
And he's
It's
also
on
just
his way
posted
down.
Could have it sideline. Just fucking immediately wake up, look at fucking Imgurs or Reddit and be like, oh,
Yeah, that sounds alright for him.
Happens.
could be ready enough soon. I'm gonna. Let's start. Big B,
Hello.
Dark,
Oh.
Torin,
Woof.
Tinder,
Hello.
Rose.
Hello.
Last we left off, the party had adventured to the site of the strange monsters appearing in the western region, where, thanks to Lillian's vision that she got before, they easily located the source of it. Some kind of underground abandoned lab, which there apparently just seems to be a ton of them in this region for whatever reason. Winky face. Entering, they pretty much immediately walked into the boss fight, and that's where we are now.
We looked at a research room
Oh
first.
yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking,
you
that
technically did.
reminds me. I meant to fucking say something about that, J-Mac.
Well,
You don't design your dungeons with the boss room quite easily accessible from the main entrance.
in fairness,
No,
this
no,
isn't.
I was more going to say like next time you're leading us through a dungeon, could you put a little more emphasis on the other pathways available? Because it actually never occurred to me to go any other direction. Just
In
like
fairness,
a little more description about like the hallways and the doors leading off to other directions.
Nah,
Just
I think we fucked up, and this is our fault. I
the
think
issue of
we
this place
it's
wasn't
probably a
designed
little
to
of
be a.
both, but like at the
I mean,
same
let
point,
him
I just
talk.
don't.
Jesse, let him talk.
That's fine. It's just that this place wasn't designed like when they built the place. They weren't thinking, "I guess I'll put a boss encounter in the basement."
Eh.
This place
Yeah.
kind of just got stolen, and then it's like, "Oh, there's a boss in the basement now."
At the end of the day, it's like a research lab, a workshop, not a dungeon.
I mean, hey, this is how it happened. Now we just have to deal with it. Also, hi,
I
sideline.
mean, we're working on it.
Welcome to the waking world.
Hi,
And you
sorry.
certainly are. You've done a lot of damage.
I was
Snoozing.
brain was being overwhelmed, so I had to go close my eyes for a bit, and I lost track of time.
Sideline is back from Sleepy Time Junction. Where we
Yeah.
begin. Rose, I'll do your thing when it becomes either you get attacked or it becomes your turn,
Okay.
so we can fit in with the cinematics. Ugh. But a new round has started. Strange creatures appear to be coming from, well, upstairs it seems. As vaguely, some of you can see these strange figures covered in bandages and covered in weird fleshy growths, large swords at their side, while behind them are these strange drooling creatures dressed in scientist clothes and wearing lab coats and such. Lillian kind of redundantly looks and says, "We've got company, people."
Yes, we do.
Now, Torrin, as the person who Lillian is attached to, do you have anything that you want to propose for him to do before we take return?
I need enlarged person.
Okay. Do you want her to use her charge of glass mirror so you can essentially re-prepare one of your first level spell slots?
Yeah.
As you call out for her aid, she'll pull out a small, shattered black mirror and gaze into it. As suddenly you feel yourself, the start of the day, you get a small inkling in your head. Oh, I guess I might need this later. And so the threads of fate are changed. Select one of your spell slots to replace with an enlarged person.
All right, Wolf. I got you in about a round and a half.
It's sadly a one-round spell, so
It'd be like that.
Mm.
What was the range of magic missile?
we
100 feet? She'll move to back up Alana. As she fires a magic missile at, let's see, squishy researchers first. Dealing 7 points of damage. Laszlo. Sideline. Do you have a particular place you want to deploy Laszlo and what, or a particular course of action, or do you want them to just kind of.
Laz, help my stupid dog break this fucking chain! God, I thought he'd be able to do this, god damn it! Fucking thing needs dentures!
Also, do you want to drop him anywhere particular?
Right basically next to me. Essentially. I assume he was riding on the back of Rusty.
He's probably gotten off considering his stuff's gotten dangerous, also you need to be smaller.
Yeah.
Not that small.
Yeah,
There
that's
we go.
fine. But I just want him to help snap the damn chain that Rusty's been gnawing on.
Go ahead. as he pulls out a small charm from one of the pouches on his belt. You know what this is. As the attack roll isn't particularly important here, but he can crit with it, so it goes anyway. Whang!
Hey, yeah.
Deals 4 damage, which will go for all of its defenses. Now, what? You had done damage to this chain before. How much hit points did it have? The links in the chain ripple as the Scratcher's amulet certainly does damage to it, but not enough. Not yet. But it seems to be hanging on, just barely. Meanwhile, 15, 20. He's going to move here. That's his turn. Silas.
Are you sure that doesn't do enough damage? I attacked it twice.
I'm afraid.
We have 1 chain free. Let's do. Oh, for one. Marie, thank you for getting the ooze out of my way. I'm gonna go over here now.
Oh yeah, it was an ooze, not a rock.
Yep,
Oh. Yeah,
that's a
it's
blob.
Yeah, no, I looked at it and I totally thought it was like a strange grey rock.
That's a blob, thankfully, not a rock.
Yes. Silas, I also need help. I have a plan. I know what Asher's doing. Help.
Yes, I know. I'm also trying to think because there's a voice in my head that just gave me some wonderful aid, but
You need voice in your head. Okay.
I don't know.
Do you want to ask the voice?
You know what? Yeah, you know what? Voice is more interesting right now than Silas is technically out of far away from danger, or far enough away from danger right now. So yeah, let's talk with a voice real quick.
Okay.
Who
As
or
you
what
feel,
are you?
you can still feel vaguely the mental link with you, especially since they've given you a small boon. Is that really important right now? You're sort of in danger, but you can call me Ralia.
Are you?
Sorry, what was that? Who are you?
Where are you?
You see the big thing?
Yes.
I'm in it.
Oh, how do we get you out?
A lot of talking.
Yeah, this will basically be the last thing you get for this before you have to do an action.
Yep.
Let's just say, there's this black stuff. I can't get out with it on. You need to get rid of it.
Stuff. What black stuff?
I'm afraid that's all the stuff you can ask for now.
Yeah. This is more me. Me remembering.
Oh, that
black
was
stuff.
its
What
taint
black-
mechanic.
Oh. So we need to get the taint off of the big guy.
Yes.
That's 1 point
Reference?
of taint. We'll snap 1 point of taint off it. But
Give me a second, and I will because I have something ready for it. So I just need to change it to be white.
It's a whole lot of talking, Silas. That doesn't make a
Yes.
lot of sense.
Cleanse the taint from the giant monster.
Oh, great description. Thank you. How do I do that?
This is not
Force
for
it
you,
into
I
the
don't think.
water.
It's more for them.
All right, fine. I like Asher's
You
plan.
focus on chains, and I will help you focus on chains, as Silas will now punch a chain.
Can I hold on?
You know what's good for breaking chains? Force damage.
I mean, it certainly can't hurt. Yeah, fuck it, I'll just leave it black. If you
Just
look
fuck
over
your
to the right,
hardness.
where's its thingamable bit? It started with 10 stacks of taint. 1 has been removed by Wolf so far.
Good
Its strength is
progress, team.
heightened.
Nothing. I'm just saying, good progress, team.
And you haven't necessarily known if it's been important to remove it yet, so. But you're going to punch the chain.
Actually, maybe not, because maybe Silas has a thing to getting rid of taint. You know what? It's probably mentally based in by base, so he's going to stare at the thing first.
Feed it to curiosity.
No,
Yeah.
no thanks. June is no.
We totally wanted another Cordia though.
Remember and
no.
yell at me that, like, when it gets damage dealt to it, that you have your stare on it.
Yes. Well. Oh right. Yeah. Well, no, I don't have that yet.
Oh, do you not have painful stare?
No, I don't.
I thought you got that by base.
Do I?
Painful stare is a base ability.
Then I do have it.
Yeah, so whenever other people do damage to it, it can, you can boost that by 1.
Yeah, I can.
Participation trophy inbound.
Yay. But that's not what I want it for. I want it for the will save
know.
penalty at the moment.
I know, I'm just reminding you.
Yeah, and what spells and stuff do I have that I haven't used? I haven't used many. I don't think. Yeah, I'm just gonna punch a chain.
Okay.
Punch.
Yes.
Woo! Fortunate of it.
It was
The duality of man.
yeah.
Thankfully, it seems your force magic does seem to have a bit more of a greater effect than physical forms for whatever reason. As this chain. No, that's the light. This chain breaks.
Note: I'm gonna have Rusty keep holding on to the chain.
Oh, okay.
The mind is a sharp weapon.
I guess.
Delete. Yeah, that works too.
Actually,
Rusty just fucking.
Oh yeah, hopefully this doesn't lift Rusty, but assuming that he's like a 300-pound dog, I think he's got this.
And Rusty concerned with him. Okay.
and now
Good that it did there.
What?
Oh shit, yeah. Yay.
Yeah, you can change your name to be the fucking. Oh yeah, for Sideline you weren't here, but there's now a folder called templates and ability tokens where you could drag and drop bursts and shit.
I saw.
Anyway.
all right.
Anything
J-Mac.
else, Silas?
Yeah, one more thing.
Mhm.
I've looked at the pool of goo before
Mhm.
this.
Yes, I think you ascertained that it was separate power source from the book.
Yes, it was separate from the book, but it was the same as the as Big Guy, I think.
Yes, the pool is linked to Big Boy. The
Okay.
mutated vestige.
Was there anything else that I could have learned? Because I think I used planes.
It was either that or religion, because those were the two options.
Let me go up and see if I can find it.
So I rolled a lot of guff in the meanwhile.
I saw the guff. Religion. Yeah, I
It
hit
was
it
religion.
up with religion. So you know what? I'm gonna
You want to
try.
try planes?
Yeah, is it planes and Arcana are all choices?
Yeah, Arcana as well, or planes. Well, I think
Let's go with Arcana.
Arcana has already been done. I don't think a plane says.
Then planes. Go forth. Damn it.
Unfortunately, you're not able to ascertain much. However, this goo doesn't seem to be of like a material plane origin. Weirdly enough.
All right. Goo, not material. Now, everyone else, let's try and not kill the thing before the person inside dies. Or before the person inside can get out.
Alright. Oh, sorry, go on, I suppose.
I was just gonna say, that's stupid idea. You tell it to not kill us, then us not kill it.
I'm not talking to it, I'm talking to the person inside, and she can't control it.
Then it's stupid.
We'll
Unless
kill
it's
it.
trying-
We'll kill it, Ippos. We just need to get someone out first. All right?
Yes.
Don't take long, cause it kill us.
Kill the corruption.
If it gets close
That's
to killing us, then whatever.
Anything else from Silas?
It's all like.
Done. Okay.
Yeah, because I 5-foot stepped, so I can't actually move. Oh well. That's fine.
A strange dog-like creature races down the tunnel. As Rose, are you here?
I'm here.
As we have a small flashback, because we never actually got to cover this in time. But before, Agnodius tried to get your, or was getting your attention when you were studying, saying, Alana, we need to talk.
Yeah, yes.
It's strange because down the empathic link that you have with Agnodius, usually it's probably a bit rude to say that his emotions are kind of simple, but his emotions are kind of simple. It's like they're only ever one very stark blend, usually rage or, things like that. Mostly rage. But now there's this strange blend of apprehension, worry, and hope. As Agnodius says, Alana, do you know why I was given to you?
I mean, yes, but no. I didn't really think much of it outside of a choice by my god, and I just kind of let it go.
The thing is, I don't know either. I had a wielder before you, who I suppose I failed in the end. What I thought they were dealing was justice, swift and glorious. They turned. They were different from you. They didn't brook no evil, unlike you and this necromancer. But I suppose I wouldn't be given to you unless there was something I was supposed to learn.
Alana just kind of mulls this over for a second, thinking about the idea of her magical weapon failing something else. I mean, she's not surprised in a way, but it's more just because it can't help the fact that it has a simple train of thought, and if something doesn't fight against it well enough, then they'll probably fall down a bad path.
I know you're opting for mercy. It's not something I'm used to. I will follow your lead, but please don't fall for evil.
I mean, I don't think that I need to worry about that. But if our friend Dominic here decides that he's going to fall down a worse path than he already has, then I suppose I have to kind of give up what I'm hoping for. Um, it's not his fault until he makes it his fault, I guess. He can't help what's happened to him. All he can do is change it from this point on.
I just wanted to let you know that I trust you. As we'll flash back or flash forward to the future, where this strange dog thing comes around the corner, attempting to spit acid at you. Agnodias is shouting battle cries that nobody else can hear. As yes, last time Silas would have given. Oh wait, this is the enemy roll. Never mind. I don't know. I keep thinking it's you rolling this. As it spits some tasty little acid at you.
Yeah, I presumably have a ward hex or yeah, it's the one I'm thinking of from Ash. So I'm just gonna put that on.
Going to assume that misses your touch because you have a lot of decks.
Yeah.
That's his turn.
I have a lot of touch. Holy shit. This is like wait, what the fuck? I've never actually looked at Lana's touch attack before. She has or touch AC before. She has 20.
Yeah,
I'm shaking my head.
name's your daughter.
True. Yeah, but hers is all natural, which is why it's nice. Armors are
Angela's
pussies.
too. Dude only had leather armor the entire campaign.
That's true. Armors for pussies.
I need to get a 10-foot burst ready. But the mutated vestige, the strange faces with black eyes that appeared on its sides, suddenly all turn to look to you. By you, I mean pretty much everyone in this area. Give me a second, so I need to find the 10-foot burst.
Don't touch me. Okay, never mind.
Bad touch, bad touch, bad touch, bad touch.
Actually, it isn't 10-foot burst. Wait, what was it?
Here's 20-foot burst.
No, it's
Don't
15,
touch me.
which I don't actually have ready.
Yeah.
But it's not you. You're all the way over there. You're not close enough for it to be a targeted like. Let's use acid. I'm feeling spicy. Even though this isn't gonna be acid damage. Burst, 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 burst. I think it was technically. Oh no, it's a 10-foot radius. That's what it was. So I'm getting confused. Yeah, this is supposed to be 6x6. Let's see, who can I hit with this?
Do you want to hit Wolf or Ipos, basically?
You know, you've done a decent amount of damage. It's gonna target you.
So's
As all the
Wolf.
faces. So the Wolf, but what it recognizes what Wolf is. But all the faces on it reach out towards you, pointing their hands up as you see above you a small black seed appears in the air. Suddenly, you feel yourself being dragged towards it. I need everyone in that radius, or that burst, to make a reflex save. As you're all suddenly yanked off your feet and into the air. Ash, you take no damage from this.
Fuck you, Ash. You stole my roll.
I didn't see your name on it.
It was on the other side of the dice.
What,
Save
the
one for
one that you
Prismelody.
rolled?
There.
Oh, Priz rolled. Right. There it is.
As I delete this, you're moved there. You're moved there. And you both take. Oh. This might be rough if I roll really high for Bluebell. 9 points of force damage.
9 points. I can take 9 points. Don't have any temp, do I?
No. That's more of a rough effect for those of you who are squishier, e.g. Aaron and Silas, and if you're bunched up together.
Oh,
Let's see. I'm sorry, Bluebell. It's going to take its 10 action. It's already used Gibbering Madness. It's already used Command Corruption. It doesn't want to use that quite yet. It's just going to heal.
Remember the sand area's difficult terrain sideline. You're measuring
I'm aware.
things.
I'm just doing some math.
Yep.
Now, does it want to use its hero point or evil point? I suppose in this case.
It's
What
what?
mutations did it have?
Oh
Oh,
no.
actually, it's not going to use that, but it is going to use its swift action, as it's going to swap out that ability that it's just used and see if it can't roll something different. As all the faces within it recede. Come on, don't roll a 2. Fuck, it gains that ability again.
Nice.
So nothing
The
happens.
faces all recede. A moment later, they're back.
As it takes a 5-foot step. I believe that's all from it for now. Ash.
Alright. So I am going to begin casting Enlarge Person. But before I start on that, I'm going to say force it into the water. I can do something about its corruption and the pool's corruption at the same time. I just need them to be together and alive. I'm gonna 5-foot step there.
How you expect us to force it in? It's huge! Huge thing!
Abel's got a plan.
I'm gonna make Wolf larger.
Duck, I say also.
I believe that's your turn. Flesh Knight 4. Now, I believe these guys were permanently staggered.
Did I have this? You can keep going, I'm just checking something.
This one's over here.
I'll make sure about
Alana.
X's.
That thing tried to hit me. It has a bunch of dots over it.
Oh, I will. I've said this to others earlier, but these creatures have a random mutation mechanic. These are just for me to track what mutations it has. If you want to get an idea of what mutations it has, you can also attempt a Dungeoneering knowledge roll. Or can
What-
actually, in this case, for these
What
ones.
other things can I roll for these, or is that it?
Oh yeah, it was my turn. I probably should have done that.
You can do that now
Oh.
if you want.
What other things are there?
For
got-
the small dog things, you can Arcana them
Hold on.
or Dungeoneering. Afraid with a 1. Actually, what would you have been attempting to do, Torn? To identify?
Oh, I would just want to try and identify the fucker.
Okay.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, sorry, Rose.
So is it just Arcana and Engineering, or is there something else in
Arcana
there?
and Dungeoneering for the dogs. For everything else, it's only Dungeoneering.
Okay.
Or at least these new monsters wise.
I'll try this first then. Okay.
Hot diggity damn. Let me go find their entry. Because these strange, you don't think they're actually dogs to begin with, which is slightly worrying. But these creatures are strange in that they just kind of, they don't look the same, despite obviously being the same creature. These creatures have numerous abilities which allow them to mutate. The first of, you can pick one of these to identify, and then I'll give you more if they have underneath it. The 3 abilities we have there are mutations. Second ability is selective pressure, and third ability is genetic drift. You may pick one of them to identify.
The mutations.
Mutations. Known to mutate amalgamations are the same. Each one receives 1 combat mutation, 1 utility mutation, and 1 defensive mutation at the start of combat.
Okay.
I will give you this since you can see it, but this one in front of you has the mutation Acidic Spit, the mutation Thickened Flesh, and the mutation Overmind. And since you rolled a
then.
20, if you want any more information about that, you can pick one. Though most of them are kind of very
Kind of
self-explanatory.
curious about Overmind. I actually can't think of it off the top of my head.
Do you
The other
want
two
to
are pretty
identify it then?
self-explanatory. Yes, please.
We've seen what Acid
Overmind.
Spit does. Thick skin will just be more AC. Overmind could be a few things.
Yeah.
It's a nasty one. You're very unlucky that it rolled a 4. Overmind. This ability only functions when multiple mutated creatures possess the ability. When multiple creatures have Overmind, they automatically aid each other when next to each other on all checks.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna cast Shield.
Fair.
I don't just looking at the numbers. I don't think any other ones have that.
We don't know what color it is, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well,
I
they
mean,
were in order, so red defense,
yeah,
blue
and,
defense,
and
green
of the
utility.
little things, neither of them share the same numbers.
That
But
means
they
this one can
secret-
can still aid the other one, though, I'm assuming, at the very least, so that's still
And no,
something.
they would both have to have Overmind.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
for at least
However-
for the 2 turns, presumably.
There may be more secrets within their other abilities, but you'll have to wait until more people identify them.
That is fair.
I
I'm
was-
also going to swift action enchant my weapon.
And I don't. I suppose we don't know if the other things have like Overmind and stuff, and just don't have random mutation. So
I don't know that yet.
it could be a thing.
Can you do that with the casting shield as well? So yeah, isn't the
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's spell
yeah, it's a
combat.
full round.
That's okay. Yeah. This
Fortunately,
is a full
that's
round.
a
I'll
pretty
just
good
move in front
roll.
of it then. That's okay. That roll
Okay.
doesn't exist.
Lana
Let's
is
finger
now
roll.
wall.
Alana's always been wall. She's just a very mobile wall.
Yeah, but I mean now she's specifically a wall for these enemies.
Wolf.
Yeah. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah, I suppose I should also explain this now about your heroes. The mutated vestige has one of its traits is essentially adapts to the pressures put upon it. So depending on the damage dealt to it on its last turn, it gains resistance to that and then weakness to another thing. Last time it was hit with slashing, so it's resistant to that and it's weak to bludgeoning currently. As you can
That's
see
useful to
over on the
know.
right.
Yeah, and it works the same way for elemental damage. So hit it with
Okay.
lightning, it becomes weak to earth, I think.
Yeah, acid earth.
Wolf.
As it stands, Wolf had been getting ready to pulverize this thing into absolute dust, but now everyone's suddenly shouting out as he's readying his attack to not.
Ipos is still shouting to kill it.
Do not kill it yet.
He's got Ash and Sada saying no, so
Oh, yeah. Sorry, J-Mac, one more thing. I'm assuming her scarf didn't go, oh, kill the thing, panic, panic, panic.
And your scarf's kind of just doing its regular battle cry of death, death, destroy evil.
Death to
Okay, fair.
everything.
But she
That
also
was
is saying it's
so
probably
weird.
fine because the scarf's not saying single target that thing only.
Your scarf's head banging right now.
Oh, right now in Alana's head, the only thing she can hear is the only thing they fear is you by Mick Gordon.
Oh,
do
God.
music.
yeah, given Wolf's a little bit confused at the moment, reasonably speaking,
It'd be like that.
he's gonna kind of throw his swing that he's already in the middle of doing with like a massive pillar of like wood that he's just suddenly conjured. Kind of purposely miss with it, and instead he's going to strike the ground using his technique Earth Smasher.
Okay, as every tile around you becomes difficult terrain.
And the large creature will have to make me a reflex save, a whole DC 12.
You've used that technique enough times, it should be higher than that now.
If in that case, then we get to get the boost on that, which will put that up to a much more reasonable DC 16.
There we go. Was that a reflex?
Yes.
Okay, it's not its best save. However, it doesn't really have any bad saves. As the creature's size and the fact that it's standing on pretty much only 2 tiles of it seems to help in that it keeps its balance.
Not full prone, unfortunately.
All of its masks continue to look at you. Anything
but-
else from Wolf?
Looking back at the others, I'm like, but how do we... I only know how to smash a thing.
Then smash the ground under it.
I just did.
Good idea.
As the ground is currently just broken into pieces now.
You already did do that,
I will
dumbasses.
say that will help
More.
you later when you're attempting to push it.
I'm probably starting to collapse. Yeah, probably.
Okay,
But that's it. That's a 4-round action, so...
fair enough. Flesh Knight 2, you're a slow boy. Prismelody.
I had to reopen her character sheet because I was doing something dumb. Okay, now I can either have her go help Alana, or I can... You know what? She's really only good for damage. I'm gonna have her help Alana.
I think it is within Prismelody is on the mutated vestiges.
Yeah,
He's a huge boy.
but you know what he can't stop her from doing?
What? Oh,
5
shooting.
foot step.
That too, I guess.
She'll just kind of drop the glaive, pull out the bow, and you know what? Yeah, that works. She's just gonna go ahead and shoot the guy that Alana is not in direct melee with.
Okay. I did not write down the AC on these. There we go. As a tiny little flame lights itself in the end of Prismelody's bow.
Yeah, I wasn't even going to account for that because bow is not a metal weapon.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. You'd actually, yeah, you have to get a special weapon for it to work, special bow to work. Well, then again, I guess arrows are metal.
No,
Yeah,
arrows
only
only
the
the
tip.
tip is.
I guess.
Bolts
Fair,
can be solid metal.
fair enough.
I'll make you some solid metal arrows at
But
some
you
point.
indeed hit.
You got enough
Yeah.
projects going on.
Prismatically could tell these things have high AC.
But I'd hit it.
Yeah, you definitely hit it. It's just that their bodies seem to have metal embedded in it, where the flesh does not cover it. It's just kind of a giant bloated mess.
She'll just shout to Alana something along the lines of the humanoid ones are difficult to hit. Focus on the others.
Okay.
Prismeldi can also attempt a knowledge check this turn, should you wish. I don't know if Prismeldi has any knowledges.
Planes. Can I planes anything?
The book or I think the pool already been planes, so the book if still has some things to be revealed.
Fuck it, book. No.
Sure is a book.
Alright, Marie,
I'd
do
be
your
like
thing.
that. Marie. Let's see. Where to use? You only use an Oracle spell. You still have a shit ton of spell slots left. Wait, so we're not killing the thing?
We're not killing it.
Get it!
Not
Get
right
it!
away.
Get it! Get it! Get
Okay.
it! Get it! Get it!
Cleanse it first. Cleanse first, kill second.
I guess that's the question. Do you still want her to attempt to cleanse the book? Her chances currently
Book
are
should be
not very
cleansed later.
high. Okay.
Book can be cleansed later. Aim for big thing.
Does she
Yeah,
have
if
anything that
if
will
she
help
can
you?
help with that, or if she just wants to deal with the ooze in front of her, that would also be valid.
Oh, that's also a very valid 0.5 foot step.
Yes. Yes, there's also that. I've slowed it, but it's not stopped.
Marie draws upon her arcane reservoir, empowering her magic missile. Blah 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 blah. She only has like 3 of these, so that's slightly expensive. As she casts a 5th caster level magic missile. Hey! Nope, not a red dot. As the ooze is blown up. Flash Knight free. Uwu is charging Alana. So that's the only way it'll ever reach her. Right, what did I... Oh, right, for its power attack. It's going to power... It isn't going to power attack just yet. Hua! 26 versus AC versus Alana.
Nope.
Damn.
I'm glad I cast sealed.
And that's what it's for.
I hate Alana so much for how much AC she has.
Let's wait till the researchers go.
Ipos is going to delay until before the ooze would have gone.
Okay.
So essentially he'll just go last in the round now.
Sure.
I think I see what you're up to.
Possibly.
Clever girl.
Forgotten Researcher 1 runs up. Alana, you can see among its belt it has numerous vials of strange concoctions as it pulls one off. And doesn't throw it at you, but uncaps it as a strange green mist rushes towards you. There's no save attached to this, I'm afraid. You take 2 points of acid damage.
Okay.
As I need to get another area thing. Do I not have a 5 foot cube? Oh, I do. As the acidic vapors burn you. Kieran.
Alright. Got a few things. Erin's gonna hold up, but she's gonna direct Rusty. And before I do this, I have to ask.
Mhm.
Rusty has an ability that is based off stamina. Is due to the fact that he doesn't have stamina or con.
I believe we said it would work off of yours, because if it's the run for your life one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we said it would work off your stamina.
Got it. Still holding onto the chain. She's gonna run around it like that.
Okay.
But when she gets into the water, she's gonna before she touches it, she's gonna hit Rusty with a large person. So she's out of the water.
I didn't need to remind you, it does take a full round.
It's a potion for her.
Yeah, potions are always standard actions.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. In which case, sure. Rusty becomes large. Give me a second.
That's one bonus about being alchemist. I can make this go faster.
As you discover when you do this, yeah, this pool isn't actually that deep. Not that deep, fam.
Cool.
However, it would be enough to completely submerge you or a medium person should they fall in it. But thankfully, Rusty is not alive, so is not affected by negative energy damage.
Oh,
Hey.
okay, Mac.
We.
It's probably a good assumption to assume these things don't care about acid damage, right?
You're not sure. That's something you could certainly try identify on them.
Okay, just because my scarf would absorb thing.
Well, just have to see, but definitely keep that in mind.
Yeah, so
Okay.
now basically I've wrapped this big chain around his upper body, and this is the reason why I shouted duck, by the way, is because now this chain whips over everybody's head as Aaron runs by at Mach 2.
I'm just gonna remove the
Yeah.
chain.
Just
So-
as a thought, wouldn't the chain you're holding hit the other chain as you go round it?
I assume it's part of the same chain system, so I'm using that part of it too to wrap him up.
The
So
big.
I'm
Oh,
just-
you're trying to wrap up the vestige. Okay, I see. So that's intentional.
Yeah.
Give me. I think in this case, I'll say it's a combat maneuver check.
Now, is it Aaron's combat maneuver or Rusty's?
Rusty.
Rusty's. Holy
Thank
shit.
Please tell me I wrote down this thing CMD somewhere.
I'd hope so.
It should be underneath VC.
Considering we're going to be pushing it around, I really hope so.
Okay, I haven't back and work out because it's what Bab plus strength.
Well, so bat plus strength plus dex plus 2 because it's huge.
Okay, give me a second calculator. 10, 2 from huge, dex, strength, which should be a bit higher because I haven't actually marked it down here. That should be.
And
plus-
Silas is going to be a bit goofy, but you'll notice this because, I mean, you notice everything. Rusty's taking advantage of your morale bonuses, as he's also going to activate Moment of Greatness.
Whack. Question: how's he doing that?
He
He's
does
an
have a
intelligent
good-
construct. He can take advantage of
Oh.
morale bonuses. I just
Right.
haven't been doing it before.
Fair enough then.
Rusty knows he's the good boy.
He is the good boy. And this is a moment. Erin needs him. She's panicking. She's frightened. And by the way, I would have provoked an attack of opportunity as I ran past him.
Ooh, you would have. Now, who does the
Oh,
immediate
dear.
vestige want to hit? Also, what attacks does it have ready? Oh, it has long tongue. Okay. I
Both
know
you-
what to do.
And both Rusty and the rider both provoke attack opportunity.
It does not have combat reflexes, thankfully for you. However, it is gonna take the opportunity to lick Aaron.
Rusty's going to activate Dodge for Erin's life.
Okay. That gave what, a +4? Or
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot I have abilities.
Yeah.
Like, it's because it's not on my character sheet, and I've not actually used them before. It's from having a Fey title. I have abilities.
Oh my
I
God.
forgot. Where are
you
they?
have pratfall and the other thing.
Yes,
Go
but I
fuck
need to find
yourself,
what they
Dodger.
were.
As this
Oh, God.
large serrated tongue just whips over Aaron's head as Rusty drops, and it goes
Yeah,
right
everyone
over you.
sees Erin just sees you. Everyone just sees Erin just flinch, like ah shit, and then it's like this. She just kind of accepted this was happening. As suddenly you hear a loud metal bang as Rusty suddenly jolts with one of his right legs and yanks her off in a different direction. It clearly damaged one of his legs as he suddenly sort of wobbles a bit for trying to understand what part broke and adjust his movements according to it. But he manages to get Aaron out of the way. His algorithm actually able to suddenly balance himself on the now damaged leg, as that also makes me move an additional movement, and I'm going to move further this way.